I founded Generation Squeeze a decade ago. Over the years, we've taken on the childcare crisis, the housing crisis, the climate crisis, the healthcare crisis. But Jesus Murphy, Canada, when are we going to acknowledge that we have a crisis? We are stockpiling crises like they're pandemic toilet paper, all because our politicians too often treat the symptoms of a problem rather than the underlying disease. And one disease we too often overlook is generational unfairness. We are literally throwing our kids and future generations under the bus. By tolerating too many homeowners extracting so much wealth from our housing system over the last decades that we leave little affordability now. By wasting so much of the atmosphere's scarce capacity to absorb carbon that we ignite extreme weather for decades to come for our younger families to endure. By investing so much more when we're older that we fail to invest in well-being from the early years onward, and by racking up government debts even when we're not in recession, asking our kids to pay for bills that we will not. We don't have time for our politicians to keep playing whack-a-mole with today's major problems. And we know that our politicians would prefer to vanquish a bunch of problems all at once by tackling a root cause, which is why we are asking our politicians to pledge to be generational fairness champions. We're not as ballsy as Rick Mercer asking politicians to take a naked plunge. Nope, just our pledge. To abide by the intergenerational golden rule, asking politicians to treat other generations the way they would want their generation treated. To heed the wisdom that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Don't keep investing so much in medical care that we fail to invest in well-being when we're younger, because that just fails to slow the flow of sickness into our hospitals. And to protect what is sacred for those who follow us. A good home, healthy childhood, stable climate, because what politician wants to be remembered for failing to protect that?